Hi, I'm Tiffany, and I'm here with my beautiful model, Kelsey. Hello. And we're here today to talk about her hair. So we have this kind of grown out color that we've done on her a while ago. It's been a while, huh?
Yeah.
So we're thinking about bringing up the blonde a little bit more, right?
Yes.
And we're just kind of wanting to break some of this up and give it just more of like a highlighted kind of look and not so grown out for her today. So I know she has a tendency to go kind of yellow, so we're going to kind of consider that as we go into toner, try to cancel that out a little bit and get it just more of a neutral blonde that she will just feel real natural in. All right? Let's get started. For our balayage, we are using the Simply Blonde Cream Lightener with 30 volume, and for our foils, we are using the Blue Powder with 20 volume. Both of these are a 1:2 ratio, 45 minutes processing time. Always use protection. So I went ahead and parted her mohawk section, and we're just taking slices and weaving out a traditional highlight, taking about 3/4 inch sections. I'm leaving out the ends just to protect them. We want to avoid reapplying lightener to those pre-lightened ends. We're just moving forward to the hairline from the apex. We are using the powder blue lightener with 20 volume just because this can get a little extra lift, so we're using a lower volume developer, but we want these highlights to just stand out a little bit more than the balayage, just to give her a little extra light where some of her darkness is through. Now that we've got our foil placement done, we're going to move on to our freehand painting. Here, so go ahead and section what we just worked on out of the way. Fun little hat here.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Beautiful. So I am parting from just right behind her ears, parting those front sections out of the way. And with the exception of those foils in the mohawk section, we're just doing a traditional T-part. Sections, I like to do a diagonal back, starting in just these little sections here, about probably 2 finger lengths there. Okay. So I'm kind of just evaluating where her previous lightening is and where her previous blend is, and we're really just wanting to move it up. I am wanting to brighten this up just a little bit, just to get it a little lighter than what we previously did, just to give her a new fresh look for the summer. So I'm going to actually back comb just lightly, just to help diffuse the line a little bit more. I try to keep my brush area really clean, never leaving the brush in the bowl, but actually leaving it on top so that it doesn't get too messy. Because for this look, we really want to try to keep it really just clean. So we're really just sweeping it upward in these motions, trying to stay on the surface of our section, not fully penetrating just yet. And then once I get to the ends here, I'm going to just fully saturate it. Here we are using the Simply Blonde Cream Lightener, which has some nourishing oils that really just helps maintain the moisture in the hair. And just to keep our areas clean, we're going to leave just a foil underneath on the bottom, just so that it doesn't get everywhere. I also like to keep an extra brush, a smaller brush that's just clean, nearby, just so that I can make sure that anywhere that I want to make sure that it's just a little more diffused, it's just nice and clean to clean up those areas. And I try to maintain staying on the each subsection pretty much, so I rotate back and forth between left to right throughout the back. So this one we're going to go the opposite direction, of course, with our making a V shape on the root area. So if you can see that. So again, we're going to lightly tease. And balayage is actually the French word for sweeping, which is why our brush is moving in a sweeping motion across the top layer of this hair, just kind of like you're sweeping a floor. And since those were really thin areas, we were just taking one more section about 2 finger lengths above that. So my objective is to really try to get my parts to start at this point at a really V shape, because our next part is going to be going horizontal like that. So here we'll be taking that horizontal section across. And I usually go about midway because I don't want my section too thick. And the key to this look really is alternating between horizontal partings and vertical V-shaped partings. So again, our parting is going back into this V shape. And for my individual sections, I usually apply the lightener in a V shape, occasionally a W if I feel like it's necessary. You can already see a difference in the lightening too. So this one's already looking really beautiful. And this one we just did. And we're gonna go across horizontal again. And I always kind of look at the midpoint of my previous section. Whatever was the middle of it is kind of where I aim to go, if that makes sense, for my next triangle. Not every look requires back combing, but because my model has fairly fine hair, I like to back comb just to make sure I have a totally seamless blend from one color to the next, just to have that melted balayage look that everybody loves and looks lived in, sun-kissed kind of color. And we just repeat these steps until we get to that last section before the foils. Alright, we're moving on to the side here. So we're going to go diagonal back. Just because I want her to have more light here by her face, where she's going to have more, because she wears her, you wear her hair up, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wears her hair up a lot. So we want to make sure she's got a lot more light around her face, where she's going to see a little bit more of it. So we're going to continue in the diagonal back sections so that she will have more of these peaks that you will see kind of floating through her hair, like waves cascading. Alright, we want to try to again reflect what we did on the other side, like butterfly wings, so that she's got just an even look. Of course, it's not going to always be perfect, but we want to try to remember the size of the sections that we took. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a section in between the foils here. Because we don't want too small sections, but we don't want too big of sections. And I do want to try to avoid these little tails that are sticking out of the foils here. So we want to make sure our sections are still clean. I'm not going to worry about back combing these though, however, because that would make it too difficult to take out the foils later. So we're going to make sure that we're really combed out these sections. And because we'll have the foils here, I'm not too concerned about moving it too far up. If you use just one finger on the surface, you can kind of blend it in a little more in some places. Versus the scissor effect where we want it more penetrated. So now we're just going to let her process, and we'll be back when we go to rinse. I'm going to be using the 5-minute rapid toners by Kenra. These are part of their Kenra Professional line, and we're going to be using it with 9 volume. Now, because the color wheel, we know that green cancels out reds, blue cancels out orange, and yellow cancels out purple cancels out yellow. Sorry. And typically for canceling out yellow, I would go with the violet pearl. It's going to give it a nice cool finish, but we kind of want something a little more neutral looking, so we're actually going to go with the beige. I think it just gives a really cool neutral kind of looking color that I think is really going to be pleasing for our model. So we're going to go ahead and mix some of this up, a 1-to-2 ratio. Okay, so we know her natural level is probably around a level 6, and we probably lifted her to about an 8 in places, some places even a 9, and even up to a 10 on her ends. So it's really going to give a nice gradient. And we're going to see how these foils are doing. I'm sure they are a level 10. Oh yeah, those are going to be nice and light. And I'm just going to try to pull this down through these ends a little bit. We washed out the lightener with the Revive shampoo by Kenra just to give her a little extra repair before we tone. Right. And I'm going to towel dry the hair before we apply the toner, just since the water will dilute it. So we want to try to get this to adhere as much as we can. And I'm going to start underneath. And I just apply it with my hands. We can see it's already turning and canceling out some of those yellow tones. And Kenra's Rapid Toners process in 5 minutes or less, so really just watch it and make sure that you don't over-tone the hair. Okay, and I'm actually going to use my favorite shampoo, the Luxe Shine shampoo, just to give her some extra shine to finish this up. And of course, we're concluding this look with the Luxe Shine conditioner. Alright, so we just finished rinsing her. We used the Luxe Shine shampoo and conditioner after toning her with the Beige Rapid Toner. And we're going to go ahead and add some of my favorite, the Luxe Shine leave-in conditioner. This is just my ultimate favorite for detangling and using as a cutting lotion as well. Once I got that worked in, I'm going to brush through it. Alright, and we're going to do the haircut. Now, about how much are we wanting to take off today?
You know.
Thinking about
Whatever needs to be cut off.
that much. Okay, much. Alright. Alright, and we're just going to cut at 0 elevation. And she really wants to keep her hair long, so because of that, we're only taking off just the minimal amount, trimming up those ends and cleaning up anywhere that her hair might have grown unevenly or anything like that. So she doesn't want a whole lot of layers, so we're just going to take just this little section here, just to add a little bit of some body for her here at the crown. And I'm going to point cut. Point cutting here really helps ensure that blend so that we don't have to do a full layer look. We're really minimalizing it, taking only the mohawk section so that we don't remove too much bulk from her fine hair. Alright, and now we're going to dry her up. So for our blowout products I'm going to be using today is the Kenra Blow Dry Spray, just to add some advanced thermal protection, just to help also reduce her blow dry time. And we're also going to add some of the Nitro Memory Cream, just to help with our final style so that she can have 3 days of these curls. And we're just spraying the blow dry spray here all over. I love that it reduces dry time by 65%. And the Nitro Cream is great because you only really need a quarter-size amount. Here we're going on with the blowout. And when doing a blowout, you really want to take the sections and kind of just using your fingers, dry them with the blow dryer 70 to 80% first before you take your round brush to it. The round brush is really just to help kind of use your direction and just smoothing out and giving it that final polished look. Once we were completely dry, we went ahead and trimmed up her bangs in a traditional fringe and some face framing layers, and then we went from behind to clean it up. Not a whole lot of people would cut bangs from behind, but I like to be creative and different.
Hey, they still turn out good, so.
And so for a close-up look here, you can see these highlights just at the crown area, how they look. It's nothing too stripy or old-fashioned looking. Something that's really just going to break up the balayage and give her just a little extra light and sun-kissed kind of look here. It's just a little brighter than what her ends are. You can see here on the sides what the balayage looks like from those V shapes we did. And just you can see the seamless blend that we have from one color to the next. It really just melts in from her natural color so that she can go many months in between her appointments. Here we see the back. You can see up close the highlights and just seeing that blend from all behind here. We're going to use what I have left of my color charged spray serum. Clearly, I use this one a lot. We have just probably enough to get us through here. Just to help protect this color and to protect her just a little extra against the heat because we like to have as much heat protection as we can. And my go-to is the Marcel iron. I'm using a 1-inch Marcel gold iron, and we're just taking 1-inch sections. Doing a beach wave look, so we're leaving out the ends. And we're just kind of twisting it as we drag it through. I love always seeing the dimension on the curling iron while I'm curling. It's like one of my favorite things. And for this look, I am just making sure that on both sides I'm curling away from the face until we get to the middle and then rotating to the other side. And we're just going to finish with the classic Volume 25 spray just to hold her style before we comb through this. I'm using a wide tooth comb just to kind of brush through these little beach waves here. And just for fun, we'll give a little dry oil conditioning mist. Just to give her a little extra shine. Who doesn't want shiny hair? Look at that. I love this look because it blends from one color to the next without any harsh lines of demarcation. It just gives that beautiful sun-kissed melted look. Thanks for watching!